It's not. Oh, okay. Bye. It's live.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're good with those questions then? Just do the one for week 3.
Okay.
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 Okay, bye.
Hi guys. Sorry, there were a few little technical difficulties that we were experiencing, but me and Leader Abigail got it fixed and ready to go, and we're ready to party. So excited that you're joining me this morning. I can't wait. I've got a lot, well, not a lot, but a few announcements for you guys. So, parents, if you're still around, just stick around for the next 5 minutes because I'm going to be giving a little bit of instruction on how online kids church is going to look moving forward. It's going to look slightly different. So just stick around so you can hear that too. Good morning, Logan, Colin, and Troy, and Holden and Hannah, and Rachel. Good morning, guys. So happy that you're joining us this weekend. We're having some good weather. Finally, I can't tell you how excited I am that we're finally having good weather. So what is it that you guys did yesterday? Yesterday was a beautiful day. What were you doing yesterday? Tell me in the little chat room what you did yesterday. For me, for example, I went down to Queen Street and there's a really good coffee place there. So I drove down there just to get out of the house, drove down there to get some coffee. And I walked around a little bit, of course, keeping social distancing. And it was just a lazy day for me. Malachi's here. Thomas and Abigail. Hi, guys. Oh, Thomas and Abigail and their family went hiking yesterday. That is cool. Yeah, it was such a beautiful day. I mean, there were so many different things that you could be doing. So that's so cool. Getting outside is so awesome. So I'm glad that Thomas and Abigail were outside, out and about. I did chores. I played on my devices and went for a bike ride. That's awesome. That sounds like a pretty cool day, Malachi. I took a walk with my mom and my sister. That's awesome, Rachel. Hannah and Sarah here. Good morning, guys. Awesome. P and K are here. Good morning, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I have a couple of announcements on how Kids Church is going to be rewired, I guess, moving forward. So parents, if you're still sticking around, maybe just keep an ear out because in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to kind of explain what's happening here and how this is going to change just slightly. Ruben and Levin are here. Good morning, guys. Holden and Hannah went for a walk and we rolled in the grass. That sounds like so much fun. I miss rolling in the grass. I should roll in the grass. But I have really bad allergies. So if I rolled in the grass, I think it would be really bad. It would be really bad. Even in this room, my nose is stuffed up like this. It's still stuffed up even in this room. So I think if I rolled in the grass, it probably wouldn't be good for me. Nathan and Emmy are here. We pulled weeds in the backyard. Awesome. Someone's got to do it. I saw when I was walking yesterday, actually, there was a little boy that was doing that. And I said, hey, good job. And he said, thanks, but there's just so many weeds. And he was just in the front yard. I think he had to go to the backyard next. We rode our bikes yesterday and made eggs for breakfast today. Nice. That was what P and K did. Isaiah and Ezekiel are here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Nice to have you guys on here. The W sisters are here. Hey guys, awesome. Wow, you guys are all on here bright and early. That's awesome. Okay, so you know what? I'll begin to kind of explain what this transition looks like for kids now. So parents, if you're around, just keep an ear out because this is mostly for you guys. So moving forward, so this weekend will actually be the last weekend that I'm on YouTube Live. The reason for this is because we just weren't able to have the security that we wanted to have on YouTube, meaning that anybody can really come into this chat and watch, which is great if they're just watching me. But because we have the kids interacting, we wanted something that was a little bit more secure. And unfortunately, we couldn't really find a platform that was able to do that. So moving moving forward on Sunday and Wednesdays, I'm going to be pre-recording these lessons. So, which means actually it's probably going to be a little bit more helpful for you guys. All of the kids' content will be in one place. So if you click on this video on a Sunday morning, the kids are going to be able to see me. I'm going to be interacting with not directly interacting with them, but I'll be interacting with the screen and the story is going to be embedded in that video. So you don't have to go to the website or to the parent queue to watch the video before coming to see me. Everything's all going to be together. So the video will be there. I'll be there. I'll have discussion questions. All of that will be in the video that will be released, and they will be released the same time. So Sunday at 10, this is your normal routine. Keep the routine. It's really helpful, obviously, for kids to have a routine. So still come on at 10 a.m. The video will be released at 10 a.m. every Sunday, and you can watch it and go through it with your kids. So it's still going to be the same. They're still going to see my faces. The only thing is I won't be able to directly interact with the kids. The same goes for Wednesday. Wednesday's videos will be pre-recorded too. And again, this is just to help with security, make sure that we have the safest platform for our kids. Now, I know that that kind of sucks because we love the community aspect of being able to go back and forth and the kids being able to talk to me and I'm able to interact with them and say good morning and all that stuff. So what we're actually going to do is on Monday nights, from 6 to 6:30 on Monday nights, we're going to have a Zoom call. So the Zoom call is specific for that. It's to get us all together, all in one space, and to have fun. So Zoom is going to be a place where we can really have fun. You guys can tell me about your weeks. We're going to play games on there. So that on Monday night is basically for us to build back in that community so we can all be with each other. And then I can actually see your faces. I can actually say good morning and, well, it won't be morning, it'll be evening. I can say good evening. I'm so happy to see your face. I'll be able to see your face and hear your voice, and we'll be able to interact that way. So Zoom, the Zoom call will start next Monday, not this Monday coming up because it's a holiday, but the following Monday, and we'll be giving all the information for the links and to join us on that Zoom chat. Zoom is a lot more secure. So people that only have the links and the passwords and people that I allow into the chat room are the only ones that can get in. So very helpful. So that's that. A video is going to come out later on today explaining basically everything that I just said, but just so you're able to have all that information. So that's what it's going to look like. But still come on the same times that you're coming on because it helps with the routine again. And I'll still be here, it's going to be pre-recorded, so you won't have me talking directly, but I think that that's what Zoom is for, and Zoom is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. So that's that. Got that out of the way. Yeah, so that's moving forward. That's what's going to be happening, and you can look out for that. You can look out for that message on to later today, and then Wednesday and Sunday will be the pre-recording. Cool. Okay, that's it for me. I'm gonna stop talking about announcements and all that stuff. Maya and Carissa are here. Good morning, guys. Where do you get the link for the Zoom chat? Yeah, so the link for the Zoom is going to be found, well, not the link, but the information for Zoom is going to be found on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you don't have either one of those, Instagram or Facebook, feel free to email me and I can give you the link that way too. So I can give you the link on via email, and we will make sure that everybody who wants to be in those Zoom chats can be. These Zoom chats are going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be crazy for the first couple of times because we're all going to have to learn the etiquette of Zoom and muting mics and all that stuff. But it's intended to just be a good time for us to connect, for me to connect with the kids and have an awesome time. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited. So there you go. Awesome. Okay. So how did the bubblegum challenge go? I'm just getting on my phone because I have pictures of people who did the bubblegum challenge. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. You guys are pretty impressive. Because some of you guys got some big bubbles, like big, okay? So I'm going to show them to you on my phone, okay? The photos. Here is Hannah's bubble, and let me just show you. Look at how large that bubble is. Hannah, I don't know how you did that, but that is awesome. That's huge. That looks like it's about the size of her face. So that is an awesome bubble. Good job, Hannah. And I have Josiah's here, who's also looks like his is pretty big. Hold on, there we go. We need it there we go. Look at that bubble. That's pretty big. Awesome. Man, you guys are serious. You guys are good. This is Ariana's bubble. Look at that. Oh wait, there we go. Can you see it? Good. And then I have Maya and Carissa's bubbles, which were also awesome. Here's Carissa's bubble. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. And let's see where Maya's is. Here's Maya's bubble. Oh, here's a video of Maya. Let's see. Oh, she got a little one. Here. We'll see it right at the beginning.
No.
You see it? It was a tiny one, but she did it. Guys, that was a fantastic. You guys are awesome at blowing bubbles. I can't imagine. I can't believe it. And I'll show you a photo of the bubble that I blew. And it did get stuck on my coat, actually. Let me try and get it. There you go. There's my bubble. And then it popped and it got stuck on my coat. But it was a lot of fun. Thanks for everyone who participated. I'm so happy that you guys are participating. And I think, needless to say, the winner chicken dinner was Hannah. Hannah blew the biggest bubble. It was like this big. It was like the size of her head. So congratulations, Hannah. You are the winner of a chicken dinner. I'll bring over some chicken to you. Just kidding. I won't bring chicken. Let me see what you guys are saying in the group chat. Holden said, I tried, but I'm practicing blowing bubbles. That's okay. Practice makes perfect. And you know what, Holden, when you have it perfected and when you do a bubble that you love, you can send it to me still. And I'd love to see your bubble that you've been practicing. Cynthia and Andy are here. Awesome. Zahara says, great job, everyone. Oh, awesome. There you go. Hannah says, no chicken, please. Okay, fair enough. I won't give you a chicken. Okay, so let's go into the Bible story that we learned today. So we're learning a lot about determination, and determination means sticking to something even though it's hard, and even though we want to quit, we don't quit. And this month we're learning about the disciples and the tasks that they were given right after Jesus left them. So we know the story of Easter. Jesus died and rose again, and then he came back to life, but he was kind of like, it's hard to explain. He was kind of like in this in between, like, because he had already ascended, and like it was a weird place where he wasn't fully with us on earth, but he wasn't fully not with us. You could see him, but you couldn't really interact with him the same way. But what he wanted to do was he still had lessons and teachings that he wanted to tell the disciples. So one of those moments were when he took the disciples on the mountain and he said to them, I want you to go to all nations and to all people, preaching about me, telling people about me and what I've done and the good that I've done, and tell them about the good news, tell them about all the miracles that I've done and all these things, so people will follow Jesus and people will know who God is through Jesus. So he gave the disciples that, and basically as soon as he did that, he's like, this is the most important thing, disciples. I want you guys to do this. And they're like, okay, I mean, we're talking to the guy who like defeated death, so okay, like, sure. Yeah. Okay, Jesus, sure. And then Jesus is like, peace, I'm out, and goes to heaven and leaves the disciples on earth. And the disciples are like, okay, what, how, what, They didn't know how they were going to do this. And they said, surely Jesus is going to give us more information than just that. He's going to tell us how we're supposed to do this. So the disciples said, okay, so like, Jesus, are you going to bring the people to us? Are you going to like bring 10,000 people all in one place and then we're going to just announce it to them? But Jesus didn't really tell them how he wanted them to do it. He just said, go and do it. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was one of those disciples, I would feel like I was carrying the weight of the world, literally the weight of the world, because Jesus said, go and tell the whole world. He said, go into the world and tell everybody. I would feel like I was carrying the entire world on my shoulders. And I don't know if I would have determination in that moment. That would be really hard for me to do. I would be like, there's no way I'm going to get to all these people and tell all these people about Jesus. It's just too much. I'm just one person. I'm not Jesus. I can't go and tell. I'm just one little person. And there was disciples that were having a really hard time with that. And they were losing hope, and they weren't showing determination. But you know what? What they remembered was this one thing, that Jesus wouldn't have given them something that they couldn't control, that they couldn't handle. Sorry. He wouldn't give them something that they couldn't handle. And Jesus always said, and the biggest thing is Jesus didn't say, go do this. I'm out. See you never. Bye. He said, I will always be with you. I'll always be with you. So don't worry. I'll always, always be with you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but don't worry, because I will be there with you every step of the way. And that's something that we can really take comfort in, knowing that Jesus didn't say that our lives were going to be easy and perfect and we weren't going to feel any pain and life was going to be so easy that we weren't going to look at any math test or any spelling and be like, oh, this is so easy. No, he said, in fact, he said, if you're a follower of me, you might even have a harder life, because people are going to look at your life and be like, and they're going to look for things to point at because you're a follower of Jesus. But Jesus said, don't worry, I'm going to be with you every step of the way, every step of the way. So the disciples took heart in that. And so they went out and they started little by little, not doing anything crazy. They started little by little telling people around them about Jesus. And slowly, the number started to climb. Slowly, they saw 1,000 people. And then they saw 2,000 people know Jesus and accept Jesus. Then they saw 3,000 people accept Jesus. And they said, hey, we're doing it. We're slowly doing it. We're having determination. We're not giving up, even though this task seems impossible. And if you read the Bible story, it was about two disciples who were going into the temple, and they were really, really happy. They were excited. And they came across this man, and the man was paralyzed, which means he didn't have any function in his legs. So his legs didn't work, and they didn't work for years and years and years. Everybody in the town knew that man as the man who just didn't have legs that worked. They all knew that his legs didn't work. And he said, can you guys give me some change? Can you guys help me out? And the disciples said to him, well, we don't have any change. We don't have any money. We're kind of broke ourselves. We don't have silver. We don't have gold. But they said, but we do have the power of Jesus. And in Jesus' name, get up. You are healed in Jesus' name. Guess what? That man got up and he started to dance. And everybody around them said, what is going on? How is this happening? And he was jumping for joy and he was getting so excited. And he said, look at my legs. They're working. Now, here's the thing. The religious leaders in the town did not like this. They were like, what is going on? So they arrested the disciples who did that. And they said, you're not Jesus. You don't have the power to do that. You should not be doing that. So they arrested the disciples, and the disciples said, but listen, Jesus said that he will never forsake us, that he will always be with us. So we're going to just trust that he's going to be with us. Now, guys, in our lives, all of us have stories in our lives about times when things were really hard. And I can't imagine what the disciples would have thought when they were healing people and thousands of people were learning about Jesus and they were so excited, and then they get put in jail. That sucks. And they're saying, but wait, surely we can't be in jail because this is what Jesus told us to do. This is what Jesus commanded us to do. So why are we in jail? Like, Jesus should be with us. But they didn't lose hope. And they didn't lose hope and know that Jesus was with them always. So guys, I have a couple of questions. I want to ask you guys these questions, and I want you guys to answer them, okay? And actually answer them. Don't say, my hamster peed on my hand. Try and answer the Bible questions, okay? This is one of them. When was the last time you didn't finish something that you started? What kept you from finishing it? So what was one thing that kept you from not finishing something? There you go. Leader Abigail put the question in the group chat so you can read it too. So what's one thing? What is one thing? Emily says, my Lego. Yes. My homework. Okay, who's ever doing those emojis need to stop. You need to answer the Bible question. Guys, come on. This is where emojis are not helpful. So, okay, yeah. Rachel says my online school, my Lego. Yeah. So here's the thing. There's so many things, and I have a hard time finishing things, especially when they're getting really hard. Or if I see someone that's better than me, I have a hard time. So if I see someone that's better at something than I am, I get frustrated. So for example, like if I'm drawing a picture, and you guys know I'm a pretty bad drawer. I'm a pretty bad artist. And if I'm drawing a picture and I look beside me and my friend's drawing a picture too, and their picture looks so good, I look at their picture and I look at my picture and I just crumple up my picture and I say, whatever, I'm not going to finish it. So that's one of the Vargas kids said, online school. Yes. My looming because I forgot and got discouraged maybe. Ariana said building a fort. I got frustrated when it doesn't work and I just stop. Yeah. Malachi says the last time was when I was playing video games with my family and had to stop because it was 9. Okay, there you go. Ruben says schoolwork. Yeah. So those are really good ones, guys. And there's so many different things. Like there's and especially when we're excited about something and then it just doesn't turn out the way that we want it to turn out, we get really, really discouraged. But and I'm sure that's how the disciples felt too. They really, really wanted something. They really, really wanted to go into the world and tell the world about who Jesus was. And they weren't able to do that because they got to jail. They went to jail. A lack of determination. Yeah. When we just have a lack of determination and like we know, a determination is not giving up even though when things get hard. So that's the biggest thing, is not giving up and pushing through and remembering that despite it being hard, that Jesus is always there. That if we just take a breath, this is what we should try and do. All of us should try and do this week, is take a breath when we get really, really frustrated. And in that moment, in that quick moment, it could be in your head or it could be out loud, we say, Jesus, help me have determination. Determination is a long word. So if you can't say that word, just say, Jesus, help me focus on what I need to focus on. And you don't need to say it out loud. You can just say it in your mind. So if you're getting frustrated with your schoolwork, you just go and remember this lesson and just take a break and go like this. And just in that moment when you're breathing, ask Jesus to help you. And it's amazing how much that little breath, if you just need one breath, sometimes I need 5 breaths. Sometimes I need to take 5 deep breaths or 3 deep breaths. Take those breaths. And every time you take a breath, ask Jesus to help you. First, to calm down, because when we get so frustrated, we just want to throw our hands up and be like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It's annoying. It's frustrating me. I just can't. But if we start to calm down and we start to refocus, then it's not that, and then we realize it's not that bad, and we're maybe just being, it seems bigger than it actually is, right? Ruben says he has a hard time finishing his work sometimes because it's hard. Yeah, because sometimes when things are just hard, you just don't want to do it. And you just go, whatever, it doesn't matter. And you just don't care. But Jesus wants us to do our best. And he knows that we can do the best that we can do. So we have to try and just take a breath. And even when things are hard, even when it's hard, and even when it seems impossible, that we're going to keep going, keep doing it. I have an example. Okay, so in school, when I was in university, I had to take this course, and it's called statistics. And basically it's like math. It's basically like math, but it's like, it's different than just like your equations and stuff like that. But it's kind of tricky. Now, if you know anything about me, guys, which you guys do, you know that I'm really, really bad at math. I'm horrible at math. I basically only know 2 + 2 and that's it. Like, I'm really, really bad. I am surprised that I got through high school. So when I heard that I had to take statistics, well, here's the thing. I didn't have to take statistics, but I really wanted to, because if I took it in university, then I would never have to take it again if I wanted to go on and do more school. So I decided that I was going to take it, even though I'm really, really bad. So I decided when I went in, I was like, okay, I'm going to have determination and I'm going to finish this, even though it's hard. The first class. So university is kind of like this. Everybody sits in the class and there's lots of people, like 50, 60, 70, 80 people all in the classroom. And you sit there, the professor stands at the top of the classroom, and they basically just talk for 3 hours. They just talk and talk, and they write on the board, and you have to write down everything that they're saying. But there's not very many moments where you can put your hand up and ask a question. There's not enough time, and everybody kind of has questions. So you don't really have enough time to do that. So all you can do is just write the notes. After the first class, guys, I left that class and I was so discouraged, because I had written everything that the teacher said, and I looked back at my notes and I said, this might as well be in a different language. I have no idea. How to do this. And there was homework, and I didn't know how to do the homework. And so for the first week, I didn't do the homework. I didn't look at that book again. I took the notes. I closed it after the class. I threw it in my bag. I was so frustrated. I threw it in my bag, and I didn't even think about it again. And I thought throughout the whole week, I was like, should I just drop the course? It's too hard. I can't do it. Maybe I just won't do it anymore. I can't do it. It's too hard. My mind doesn't do math well. And I was thinking about it the whole week. And then the next time we had class, I went back in, and it was the same thing. I sat there for 3 hours and I just took notes, and it didn't make any sense. And I was so discouraged. And normally I'm a person in class who's a little energetic, and I'm like cracking jokes when it's appropriate. I don't crack jokes and then get everybody frustrated. Like, if it's appropriate, I'm like up and happy. And the thing is, my professor, she had taught me before. She knew who I was in the classroom, and she knew what kind of my character. And she knew that I was being really, really quiet. And she came over and she said, "What's going on?" And I said, "I can't do this. I can't do statistics. I just give up." And I threw my hands up and I was like, I can't do it. I'm going to quit the class. I don't want to do it anymore. And she said, "Okay." And that kind of got me a little frustrated, because I said, "Okay." And she's like, "If that's what you want." And I realized in that moment, no, that's not what I want. I want to have determination. I want to be able to push forward and to not give up. And even if it's hard, I want to be able to do it. And I remembered, and I took a breath in that moment, and I said, "Jesus, if this is really what you want me to do, if I'm supposed to be doing this and I'm supposed to be focused, which I was because I was there, I said, help me with this. And so I left that class. And then the very next day, I emailed my professor and I said, do you know if I can get a tutor? Someone who can help me. And she said, actually, I can be your tutor because I have some tutoring time in my schedule. And she became my tutor. So every single day after class, I would go to her class. So I actually did 5 hours. I did 3 hours in her class, and then I went to tutoring for 2 hours. So I did 5 hours on a Thursday of math. Consistent 3 hours, and then as soon as her class was done, I went for another 2 hours. It was so hard and it was so frustrating, but I kept with it and I didn't give up. And then I ended up going and doing the exam, and I got a pretty good grade. I didn't get a horrible grade, so I was really, really happy with myself. And I wasn't happy about my grade. It wasn't really my grade that got me happy. What I was the most happy about is that I didn't give up. That even though it was really, really hard and I had to spend 5 hours a week on doing it, I didn't give up and I pushed forward. So guys, if we just remember that Jesus is with us and that Jesus will help us in those moments, he'll help you. He'll help you focus. And if you've started something and you know that you can finish it, then just ask Jesus to help you finish it. Ask him to help you because he will calm you down. And sometimes you have to walk away from something. Sometimes you need a little bit of a break, but ultimately he will help you, and he'll help you focus your mind and your heart and have determination. Because Jesus, after all, Jesus had the most determination of all. We see that because Jesus, he didn't give up, even though people were saying that he wasn't the Son of God and they were putting him down and saying mean things to him. He never gave up on us. And he went to the cross and he had determination, and he knew that he was going to die that way for you and for me. So we have to remember that. We have to remember that no matter what, Jesus is going to help us, right? Right. Okay, let's pray really quick, okay? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we thank you for today's story, God. We thank you about those disciples who, even though it seemed like an impossible task that you gave them, they didn't give up. They pushed forward, and they knew that you were with them every step of the way, that even when they were in jail, even when they got arrested, God, that you were going to be with them and you were going to make sure that they were safe and that they could push forward and have determination. God, help us to have determination this week. When things get really, really hard, when we want to just throw up our hands and we want to just storm away and yell at the person who's trying to help us to take a breath and help us to have determination. Determination means not giving up, God. So help us not to give up. Even when our schoolwork gets hard, God, even when we're doing something like making a fort and it gets hard, help us to have determination. And also, Lord, help us to ask for help. If we need help, help us to ask for it when we need to. From you and from the people around us, we can always ask for help. So God, thank you for today. I pray that you just take care of all these kids and you keep them healthy, Father. In your precious name we pray. And all God's children said, amen. Okay. So I'm going to go back and read all these comments that weren't related so I can see what they are. Guys, if you need to run, go ahead. Remember that the video is going to be coming out today talking about the upgrade in our videos, and you can follow along with that. But ultimately, I think it'll be helpful for us to focus, and we won't have all those fun emojis to interact with. So it'll be good. Let me see. Some of you guys are asking about the slime and the drawing competition. Okay, so the drawing challenge is going to be on Monday, not this Monday coming up, but next Monday. So I'm not going to say it here. There's going to be a challenge every single week, and the challenge is going to be released on that Zoom chat. So if you want to be a part of the challenge, you have to come to the Zoom chat on Monday night, not this Monday, but next Monday. And those challenges are going to be bigger challenges. They're going to be bigger challenges. The prizes are going to be bigger. So that's where that's all going to happen. What happened to the slime on the ceiling? The slime is still on the ceiling, guys. I'll show you. You guys ask every single week. It's not coming down, I don't think. And take a look. I took the tablecloth off of the table. So there's no more tablecloth on the table, because that means I can play with slime if I want to. So yeah, that's it. So the challenges are going to be on Mondays. So we won't have a challenge today, but you will get all the challenge information on next Monday. That's what will happen. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. And hi, Emily. Emily says hi, ? Hello. I know you guys are shocked about the drawing competitions, but don't worry. It's you're going to enjoy the challenges on Monday better, I think. The challenges on Monday are going to be a lot of fun. Okay, cool. Also, if you're still on here, that means you guys are going to get some special information. We're going to release a video maybe next week or the week after. I'm not sure. Hopefully next week. I did a little vlog. I did a kids vlog, and it's going to come out on YouTube. And you guys are going to have to look out for it. I think you guys are going to really like it. And so it's going to come out next week. So stay tuned. If you're still on here, that means you're getting the special information about the video. But the video will be released next week. And that's about it. It's going to be, I think you guys are going to like it a lot. So that will come out next week. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah. Aww. Hannah said, I'm so proud of you. Wow. Thanks. Bye, guys. Wow. Goodbye. Bye. You guys are heading out. I miss you guys. I'm really excited about the Zoom chat because then I get to see your faces and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah. Well, and I will see you all soon, okay? See you later.